Hey guys, I'm gonna do a quick video on how to do t-shirt labels for your t-shirts and your sweatshirts or whatever type of apparel that you guys sell. I know some people, when they're first starting out, they don't really think about the branding aspect of it. And I really think, after you get a little bit established, you should be branding your t-shirts with your logo and also the size and things like that. So I do recommend that. And if some people don't want to spend a lot of money on that, and honestly it's very cheap. I do my own labels at home, or if you have the funds, you can pay someone to make you labels and you can press them in your shirt yourself, however you want to do it. I know some t-shirt, if you get your shirts manufactured, some t-shirt manufacturers do offer that service of t-shirt labels. Of course, it's more money, you're gonna pay for it. But I just want to show you guys a quick tutorial on how to do it the cheap route. And all you really need is a CRICUT, any kind of vinyl cutter, CRICUT, Silhouette. I have a Silhouette machine that I use, and I just do everything on the Silhouette app. And I'm gonna log in and show you guys on my computer how it's actually done, how they're cut, how I peel them, weed them with the vinyl. And I use regular HTV vinyl, which is heat transfer vinyl. That's what I use to do that. And I'll show, pretty much I'm not going to do a tutorial on how to use a Silhouette machine. There's tons of videos on how to use one, or use your CRICUT, whichever one you have. So I'm just going to show you guys how I do it, how I press them in my t-shirts. So also, branding your t-shirts definitely sets you apart from a lot of other companies that don't do that. Whether you're starting out or not, I really think it doesn't take that long to do, and it's very cost effective. It's not expensive. I do use it's hot, I don't want to pull it up, but I use a CRICUT press. It's by CRICUT. You can get it off of, I don't know if that's zooming in or not. You can get this from Amazon. It's actually on, so it's really hot. This is very dangerous to be swinging this around. But these are like 50 or 60 bucks on Amazon, and it's small. I would say maybe like 4 inch by like 2 inch, something like that. Small enough just to put labels in the collar of your shirts, or wherever you plan to put your logo at or whatever. So I use that typically to because I have also a big press, but it's way too big to use for small labels. So it definitely will set you apart. I highly recommend branding your t-shirts, sweatshirts, whatever apparel that you have or that you sell. I highly recommend that. And also, I get my t-shirts manufactured right now. So most of the time they do have the tearaway label, so you can tear out the original labels and put your own labels in there. So I do highly recommend that, and I'll show you guys how to do it. Okay, so let's start with, so right now I need 2 mediums. So I have 2 mediums here. Let me zoom in a little bit so people can see. So 2 medium labels, and I need 1 extra large label. I need 2 smalls. Oh shoot. So I'm gonna click on it. I'm going to go to this replicate button over here on the right. This is a Silhouette software program. So if you have CRICUT, I'm not really sure how CRICUT works, but if you have a CRICUT, you should kind of know how to use it a little bit. So I'm going to duplicate right here. So I'll put an extra one there. And I need 2 2XLs. So I have kind of all my labels and sizes already kind of made up over here, but technically, okay, so say if we were starting from scratch, it would actually, I'm going to mirror it back to the original state, which would be, this would be the original state. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So this is how it would technically look. So mine just says 2XL with my logo here, 100% cotton, made in the USA, machine wash cold, iron low heat, do not bleach. You could put whatever you want in here. I just have like the different like iron like logos, how to wash it, don't do this, hazard stuff on there. So whenever you're using HTV vinyl, heat transfer vinyl, you have to reverse the image So on a silhouette machine, you would just click, and this is, there's so many versions of silhouette. I have a silhouette CAMEO. So, you know, there's other silhouette kinds that are a little more advanced. I have like an older model. But so you just click this, and it's the same button, the duplicate button, and they have like a mirror image, so you could also click the mirror image and it goes back, it flips it for you. So I'm gonna just delete this one. Okay. And also you can do videos on how to, you know, it's like, say if you want to change some fonts, you can do that as well. I'm not going to show you all that, so you would just go to ungroup, and everything's kind of like separated. You can like move stuff around. You can, you know, go in and change, you know, different things. They have like font changes over here. You can change the size. You know, you can make it bigger. Like so I want to kind of keep everything back to how I had it originally. So I want everything kind of moved back the way I had it. So I would just, you know, right click all of this, keep it grouped together. Right now it's separated. You can tell by the squares, you know, over top of each thing. So anything that's squared like that with that blue, that means that's grouped in one little thing. So I want to group the whole entire piece back together. So I would just right click, hit group, and then everything's back to one piece. Okay, so I'm going to set this up. Let me zoom back out a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and line this up on my cutting mat. Kind of like I don't really need much space in between because I want to cut them anyway. So I like to fit it in as tight as I can, so I'm not using a lot of vinyl and wasting material. Okay, like that. Oh, I gotta make sure I have enough vinyl for that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to cut another piece of vinyl because the piece I originally cut out may not be big enough. Okay, that's no problem. So I'm gonna go to send here, and right now it says unavailable, but once I put it into my computer, the USB, now it's syncing, so it's saying that it's ready now. So once you know, it'll highlight here, like it'll turn like a dark red color. That's just like the cutting lines. So oh shoot, then you just hit send, and then send will send it straight to your silhouette. I'm probably gonna be done with this part of it, and I'm gonna put the camera back on and show you guys how I put the vinyl onto the cutting mat itself. I'm not gonna go into settings on the silhouette. I do want to say that I do use for my blade in my silhouette machine, which any cutting machine is gonna have a blade. I typically use #1 for vinyl, which is because vinyl, well, HTV vinyl is very thin. So whatever vinyl brand that you're using, you definitely want to check the settings and find out what material requires what cutting settings, so you don't go too deep and cut through your cutting mat, or you know, whatever you're using. So, and I have it set up for cut vinyl. I always do glossy because most of the heat transfer vinyl that I use is glossy. And I have a ratchet blade and I always put vinyl glossy. This is some material up here. So I'll be right back and I'll show you guys the actual cutting mat itself. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead. This is my piece of vinyl, and you always want to do the shiny part. Oh, the lighting isn't that great. The shiny part face down with the white part upward. So I'm gonna put it on the first square. Let's do it this way because it's a more straighter edge. From here, straight across. And this is a 12 by 12. I have like a huge roll here. Smooth it out. Just like that. I have my silhouette all set up. So let me zoom out just a little bit. Guys, this is a new camera, so bear with me. Trying to figure this out. Oh, nope. Okay, here we go. Okay. So I want to make sure it's lined up right at the triangles right here. Doing this with one hand. Oh God, neighbors got this stupid motorcycle. Excuse the loud noise outside. Now I'm going to do load cutting mat. Okay. And I also noticed on my computer, it didn't show some of the stuff that I was clicking on. For some reason, the screen did not capture it. So I'm not sure why. So I'll have to figure that part out and I'll try to add it in there. All right. So I just sent it to the silhouette. And it will start up cutting. And that'll take a little bit of time because it's quite a bit of label. So I'll come back in once it's done. Alright guys, so I'm going to weed. Try to zoom in a little bit. Okay. So it's a t-shirt that I'm working with right now. So I just cut off the medium size so I just cut off the medium size tag, and I'm going to weed it. I'm going to show you how I weed it. I'm going to try to get a close up. I don't know if I can, but I'll try. Let's cover this up so I can show you. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right. So I'm going to start in the corner. Get like the tip of it. Come on, will be good. Okay. Here we go. All right. It's hard to find out where the angle is. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just weeding it slowly. And since the letters are like really small, I don't necessarily weed every single little piece. Every O or P that has a little dot in the middle, I don't like worry about any of that. I just peel off like the main pieces. Yeah, I'll peel off definitely inside the logo. I'll definitely peel that. And it's tedious, guys, but I do it fairly quickly. I'm doing it slower on camera, but you know, usually it's pretty quick. So that's why I don't get every little teeny little piece out. Just kind of like the more important. So I do take that out. I do take the little piece out of the iron. And I actually leave the hazard. I leave the little hazard piece in there just because I don't really think that's necessary. So this is how it looks. This is the medium one, or this way, sorry. Okay, so I have my iron, my little mini press already. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. Okay, so I already have my mini heat press heated up. So I usually put like a little white board underneath to protect my table. Oops. Okay, to protect my table. So I take the tags that already came with the shirt. You see how they literally peel right off. Okay. So I take my mini iron and I just press it right here just to heat the shirt. Always heat the shirt first just to give it a little, so it'll kind of hold better. Once you heat that up first, take your label, make sure it's centered right about here. Okay, just like that. Sorry, it's kind of a bad glare. See, mine looks a little crooked like that, so let me fix it real quick before I press it down. That's a little better. Take my iron. I typically hold it depending on what kind of vinyl you're using or what the brand is. I kind of make sure everything's covered. So I would do no more than a 2x2 sticker, not sticker, a 2x2 design. And I like kind of hold it and I press it down for about maybe 30 or 40 seconds. I typically go a little bit longer, just to really make sure it's embedded in the shirt and the fibers of the shirt. And again, this is 100% cotton shirt. So I'm just gonna hold it. Okay. And I'll take it off. Okay, and I take like another piece of fabric and I kind of just go over top of it just to make sure it's pressed down there really good. Then I slowly peel it off, just like this. Bam, that's it. It's in there real good. Yep, washable, everything. So that's it. And I'll show you real quick since I have the recorder on. I'll show you how I tag them real quick. And this will really set your t-shirt business, you know, from the rest, because, you know, a lot of people still aren't labeling their stuff. So I usually get my tag gun, piece in there, boom, that's it. So you're tagged up, you're branded, and you're ready to go. So that's how I do mine. I know the weeding of the vinyl seems a little tedious, but I swear once you get used to it, it's fairly quick. I can do sheets and sheets of like a whole 12 by 12 sheet can be mediums, and I'll just peel them right through it. Like I'll take a day or two to do that, you know, and then I just have them ready to go whenever I need them when I'm doing orders. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry the whole cutting machine stuff wasn't as clear, but as long as you know how to use a cutting machine, Silhouette, CRICUT, you should be able to figure it out. And there's tons of videos on YouTube about that you can also look up. So as long as you can figure out how to work that, t-shirt labels are like really easy to do. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see ya. Thanks.